but I'm not planning to settle down for a while. Like, I'm probably going to be traveling for several years. So I want to do a combination of, RVing, kind of like Gone with the Winds. They're kind of my model. They traveled in their RV around the country for a while, and then they got into sailing, right? And I like sailing too. I joined this youth sail group, and I volunteer there just to kind of get in the mode of it. And but as far as the itinerary, so after I come back, I'm gonna assess. So I'm gonna loop back from San Diego through the beach towns like San Diego, coming down the coast uh, to Seal Beach, Long Beach, San Pedro, Orange County, like Huntington Beach, Manhattan Beach, all those places. And when I come through Huntington Beach, which is the capital of surfing in America, as far as the mainland, I'm gonna finally perfect my surfing. Okay, like I decided I'm just gonna stay there until I can do it. And for me, like I've been surfing for a while, but I have a really hard time actually standing up. Right, like I have the wrong board. Anyway, I have a whole nother channel called Blue Aqua. If you want to see that side of me, it's my adventure channel. And I decided to not mix it with this. It was starting to go, it's about surfing and biking and all the sports I like to do, camping, hiking, overlanding, and just yeah. So it's called Blue Aqua. The link's description. But yeah, but it's just been frustrating trying to surf and uh, you know being able to stand up and just dealing with psychological issues about that. But that's something I've been wanting to do my whole life. And so part of the cool thing with RV life is like you can just be wherever for as long as whatever. And so my plan is to just beach bum it over there until I'm surfing to the standard that I want, which is basically to be able to stand up and go sideways on the wave, not just to get out of beginner mode. I'm still pretty much in beginner mode, right? Although I've been doing it for a couple of years. I mean, I can catch waves. It's just I just can't stand up, and it's just frustrating as heck. But I've been working out and getting in shape and doing exercise. Like I've been preparing. There's also a lot of cool surf uh, wave wave pools. So I want to try all those out if I can afford it. So yeah, and then I need to get a new surfboard because my surfboard broke, and yeah, I got a new surfboard, a wetsuit, and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay over there till I'm surfing. Like that's there's all kinds of like professional surfers are from Huntington Beach, and that's where they go and in different spots. But anyway, eventually I'm gonna get back to LA, and then I'll know what needs to be done. The other major thing that has to happen that I want to do before I leave is I want to put a wooden floor in here. I have the panels that I got from my mother-in-law's apartment because if there's a scratch on the floor, they literally, anyway, they literally will pull up the whole floor and throw it in the dumpster. Perfectly good boards, right? So I have those boards. I have tons of them. You can kind of see it here. I don't know if you can see. I took some of them and just temporarily threw them down, but I just screwed them into the plywood, like so. But I'm gonna do a proper job. But yeah, I just need it. So I'm gonna finally have this proper floor, and I'm gonna touch up the paint. This paint is, it needs a touch up. It looks okay, but it's kind of faded, and there's spots and scratches. And so do a touch up paint job, put the floor in, and just you know finish some of these projects like right here, get this going properly. Yeah, and what else? That's pretty much it. I think we're ready to roll. Like just some mechanical issues, nothing major that I can fix later. Like my front end air conditioner, I don't know if it even works. My signals don't work. My brake lights barely work. Just little crap like that. But none of those are critical to the point that I can't go on this trip. So when I get back, just like a boat trip, I'm going to do a retrofit. That's what they call it in the boat world. We're going to do a retrofit. Like, yeah. So my plan is to like do some major work on, like, the suspension is so like it's good enough. Like this thing really flies on the freeway. It really comes alive on the freeway. It's awesome. The engine's great. Like it's just awesome. And but it's like, what was I trying to say? Oh, the suspension. I feel like I need new shocks, right? I need to inspect the underside and just put some proper shocks in here. Like there's just a bunch of little stuff, like the little hose that goes to the inner tire on my dualies. I can't ever reach them. It's like I need those. There's little hose things you can attach that come out so that I can make sure they're aired up properly. Just little crap like that. There's a bike on my ladder I can't get out because I lost the key to the lock. I need a new ladder because it's bent. All the little appendages, like the covers for all the stuff, has fallen off because it's so old. I need to put new covers on the fuel tank, the water, the hose thing, like just a bunch of stuff. But I can just do all that as I'm traveling. But when I get back, I'm gonna have do some major stuff, because then we're going on a bigger trip, and the plan is to go up the West Coast. So I'm calling that my second trip's going to be my West Coast trip, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna go all the way to Alaska. Like I'm from Seattle, so I wouldn't mind hitting Seattle again, But I want to sail there. So there's this beautiful area called the Puget Sound, and there's these beautiful islands there. It's just beautiful. I'll include a little picture here showing you. And it's one of those things that millionaires live on these islands. You got to take the ferry there. So if you're a landlubber, then it's kind of hard. Like you got to make a special effort to go visit these islands, right? And they're like little staycation destinations for Seattle people. And it's awesome. Whales and orcas are there, and it's just beautiful. And I'm thinking the best way to experience that, and up into Canada too, because it kind of goes up into Canada near Vancouver Island, is on a sailboat. So I'm thinking somewhere along that line, I'm gonna park the RV, buy a cheap sailboat, and I need to work on my sailing anyway. A practice boat up there, or I might get one down here on the auction. I'm not sure, but then I'd have to get it up there. I'm thinking I'll just get a practice boat up there, and then I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but I do want to have a sailing part where I learn to sail. That area is very tame. The water's very calm. It's just so beautiful. And I want to do it in the summer when it's the most beautiful. So who knows? But that's kind of the plan. Enjoy the Puget Sound, and then I think I'll just talking about it. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna just go to Alaska. See, go through Canada there, see some of Western Canada, Vancouver Island, come back, and then practice, buy a cheap sailboat, and just practice there, park the RV, and then just hang out there and explore all those places. And then once I'm kind of satisfied with that, then I'll begin my North America trip. And that's going to be the biggest trip, and that's the trip that I need to make sure everything is right in the RV. By the way, this RV, I'm planning to keep this RV forever. I'm not going to sell it or anything. People are like, it's so old, why don't you get a new one? Okay, if I have a ton of money, maybe. I just feel like RVs are a waste of money, honestly. You hear all the complaints of people who buy new RVs, and then as soon as they drive them off the lot, they fall apart. They can't reach anyone to get it fixed. They've spent $100,000, they've financed this, and it's just search on YouTube, RV disaster stories. So I think it's better to buy a solid RV that's used, an older one. I mean, most RVs just sit anyway. People have these fantasies, because that's how their whole business model is based on selling you a fantasy that you're gonna go and do what I'm about to do. But most people don't end up doing it, or they take a couple trips, they don't do it, and it just sits there until they die, and their kids get it, and their kids are like, can you take this? And that was the case in this case. This RV only had 30,000 miles on it. I think it still does. I think it's still in the 30s. So it hadn't been driven much. I think it was on some land up in the desert, and people were just living in it. So that means the engine's good. And so I put new tires on it, I fixed the brakes, but I think it's better to buy an old one. Now, it's a lot of work. I put so much work and money into this thing. So you think, well, should I buy a better one? Maybe something newer, but not brand new, right? But this RV was well made for its day. If I can find a picture, I actually found an ad of this exact RV from the 80s. It's a 1989 RX from a company called Rexall that's out of business. And I'll post it here if I can find it. But it was like the luxury RV of its day. And so it has a good, strong metal frame. So if I wanted to, I could just gut out everything. I'd have that metal frame and I could redo everything. I would say the other major issue cosmetically is that there's delamination happening, and that's where the panels on the outside start to come apart. So it's plywood and they put these fiberglass panels, these thin fiberglass panels, and they glue them. Well, that glue is starting to separate. So when it gets really hot, on this bubble appears. I guess I don't know what's going on chemically, but and then when it's cold it comes back, but it looks kind of bad. I mean, a lot of people don't even notice it. I notice it. But one of the things, one day I'm gonna strip all those panels off and put all new panels and do a new paint job. That's but that's just cosmetic right now. The front grille is kind of all ghetto looking. Like I need to do a new couch. My couch is a 30-year-old dilapidated thing. I just need to rip that out. Yeah, that's kind of what needs to happen here. But nothing. Oh, the water system doesn't work. Like I want to put a new tank in the back, put a new water pump, and test the water system. I mainly just need water for the sink and the bathroom. I can hack that. Right now I just use bottled water and pitchers and tubs. Like it's fine. I lived for 5 years that way. Everything is just a convenience, really. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's like my little art project that I can travel in. This design pattern of white and stuff and blue, I looked on Pinterest for design ideas, and it really helps the interior, because if it's brown it just feels depressing. I don't know why everything, well, it was cheaper to use paneling back then. That's why everything, and then it was cheaper to use paneling than to paint. So all those RVs from the old days are brown paneling. I painted over all of it, and it's a much nicer experience in here. People are usually like, wow, it's so nice in here. But yeah, and the propane doesn't work, but I just use a little camp stove. And what else? Yeah, my tanks, my gray and black tank, I have to like go out there and get on my knees to open the valve, but it's like, so what? Like, it's not, I don't need some fancy electrical deal. But I might fix all that eventually. Eventually just go through everything. But I'm planning to keep the RV. I'm not planning to sell it. Yeah, I'm gonna get some new captain chairs eventually, just over the years. See, that's the way it is. Like when you own some land, or in this case, it's virtual land, right on the street. Like you can just build up and build it and fix it. All that money that was going to rent, so they can build up their empire. You can build up your little micro empire by investing that money into your infrastructure. Yeah. Anyway, I could go on and on about all the stuff that this RV needs. Like a lot of times if the police harass me, they'll just give me a ticket as a warning, right? Because someone complained, so they'll give me a ticket. And then, yeah. So that's my top priority right now, get the whole thing street legal. That's priority number one. And that's what I'm working on. My goal is to do that by August 1st. Then we're good to go. I mean, then it's to put this floor in. And I'd like to get an oil change, if possible. I guess worst case I'd do it myself. I have to drive this place called Cars in Redondo. That's kind of where I go, and they're a little expensive. And yeah, maybe have the brakes inspected. I mean, I'm pretty sure the brakes are fine, but maybe check the brake fluid, flush it out, stuff like that. But yeah, it's mostly getting it street legal, and that's about it. Put the floor in. Ideally have the air conditioners running, yeah. So all right, that's it. What else? I've been cleaning up. I had an incident. Check out my crazy RV stories here. A woman actually broke in here and claimed it was her. She was crazy, basically. She was delusional, and I had to have the police literally drag her out. But that story's right here. It's pretty whacked out crazy. So I've been cleaning up from what she did. And then some people were living here. I was letting them stay here for a while, and I'm cleaning up from them living here. Put new blinds in, but yeah, I'm getting to a point where like, it's pretty clean in here. I think we're at the point where we need to do the paint job. I think I want to paint, and then I'll put the floor in. So yeah, actually I'm gonna make a note of all that. All right, that's it pretty much. Let me show you around, see what's been going on. So this is the front. This is the old couch I was saying I need to replace. It won't, there's a piece broke on the side, so it won't actually go back up again. I might be able to do it, but it's hard. I think I'm just going to pull it out and just put a new one in, but I'm not sure. To fix it, I might need to just pull it out anyway. But yeah, I've been cleaning. I pretty much cleaned everything out. This used to be my nice desk. I need to get a new piece of plywood and fix it up again. I need to go through all that, declutter. This is my kitchen area, and you know, this doesn't work like I said, and it doesn't have to. I just use this pitcher of water here, and I use this, and then when this is full, I just dump this out, you know, and that way my gray water tank doesn't fill up, and then I have to drive to empty it. I'm thinking in the future of having a system where there's a valve that goes out, or I can have it go to the gray water tank. That's what I'm planning to do. This is all good. This is where the microwave goes, but I need to kind of fix this up first, paint this, just little stuff like that. This is my little camp stove that I have. I would like to replace this with a new stove. Although there's nothing really wrong with this stove here. It's like, maybe I'll just clean this up and keep it really, like really give it a good clean. I think I looked into, they're only like $200 though. Whatever. This is my fridge, and it's great. I just use the system where I have a timer and I have like these ice packs here, and I just these get cold, and then the cold air drops. This goes off at night, and then the ice packs keep it cold till the next day, and that way you don't have to run the fridge all the time. But I need to finish remodeling this area, and then the awning. I've never pulled the awning out. But it leaks, like where the awning attaches to the RV. But I need to pull that awning out, clean it up, reseal the connections. This is my little pantry area. It's fine. Everything here is fine. I don't know if I'll put the door back or not. I think it's fine without the door. I don't. Why do I need the door? Anyway, this is my little closet that I painted. And it's pretty good. It's still looking pretty good. And these are Norin. These are great for like dividers. It's a Japanese curtain that has a split in it. It's called Norin. And Norin. And I sell these, so look in the description in my store. But you can find them on Amazon. All kinds of cool patterns. So I have seasonal ones. Like this is my summer Norin with the cool patterns, colorful. And then I have winter Norin that I put up in winter. But this is the back bedroom area. And yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I want to have like, these are see-through blinds. So I want to have like some nice cloths that I can hang up when I want more privacy. But right now I just have sheets. And then these cubbies here are empty. This is my little electrical box that, you know, my solar charge controller, the power from the solar comes in through those wires. That's showing my battery. There's an inverter under here, and then under there there's I can hold up to 3 marine batteries. But I want to make this, you can't see it, but under here, this whole area under this mattress, I want to make that my electrical battery area with some lithium-ion battery banks. And yeah, that's the plan on that. But yeah, my water tank is under here. I don't know if I'm going to replace that tank. I probably will. I don't know. This is my bathroom. It's pretty nasty right now because I'm still straightening it out. Yeah, I need to clean. I'm still cleaning up from the people that were living here. But yeah, it's got this shower area that I mostly use as storage and stuff, so it's fine. The water doesn't run here, so I mostly use baby wipes. You know, and that's pretty much it. This is the RV. This is my little dinette area. This is another piece of plywood I made, this table. and it's been fine. I think I'll just keep this for now. I mean, I might get another one. I don't know, but I need some new, what do you call these things? These pillow things or whatever they're called. But yeah, so as you can see, my cleaning is coming along. It's pretty much ready. Yep, pretty much ready. It's really a lot of space for one person, but people are like, oh, just downsize, but this is my RV. It's been my RV. It's going to stay my RV for a while, so it's fine. All right, so that's it for now. Check in for another update. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. Let's free everyone from the matrix. Yeah, and I'll see you soon.